Juliette Aldana is passionate about video games and technology, and she is using their power to raise funds for her college tuition. She is convinced that the topics such as STEAM are a great way to set students apart from the bigger crowd, and it will give them an advantage in entering the workforce and in life.
I found out that you love video games.
Yes.
Why video games?
Ever since I was little, I wasn't really into the dolls and everything that girls typically play with. I was more interested into like the video games that guys played. I would like occasionally play with my sister. I'm like, that looks so much more entertaining. So then I dropped the dolls and went to go play that. And I realized I was like, I'm not meant to play with these. I guess I'm a tomboy, and I found out I was a tomboy. And
It's interesting because you're in an all-girls school, and I know that your school put a lot of emphasis on STEAM, science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. And do you see that girls still hold back and they don't want to pursue professions in the STEAM field or even study?
I see some hesitation because they believe that, oh, that's more of a man's job, and they kind of sway away and go towards something that's stereotypically seen as more feminine, like a hairdresser or a nurse. But why don't you be that doctor you want to be? Why do you have to be a nurse?
I know also that you build a computer.
Yes.
How that happened and why? Why did you do that?
I was planning to stream video games online. And to do that, I needed a computer. So I was, just gonna buy one and call it a day. But a friend of mine had experience building his own computer. And he told me, hey, it's a better worth to buy the parts and build it than go buy $1,000 computer for the price you can get for $600 and it could be better. I was like, all right, why not? So with his help, I helped too. We did it together. We built it together, and my dad helped too, and yeah, that's how it happened.
And why did you want to stream video games? What is the purpose of that?
The purpose was to raise funds for college.
For your college tuition?
Yes, everything for college if I can.
Now you're 16 years old.
Yes.
How education is important for you?
Well, for my family, no one so far has gone to college. My older brother, he's not going to college, but I'm gonna be the first one, and no one's really done it before, and I know college can be expensive, and I just want to make sure I'm not held back because I don't have the funds. So I just found this as a creative way to do it because I love video games and everything. So why not hit two birds with one stone and get some college funds into this?
That's great. How do you stay focused and determined on your goals? Or you knew all along that you want to study, you knew what you want to study and what you want to do, and you just went for it?
Well, ever since I was little, college was like, oh yeah, that's a thing, I should go do that. But it never really hit me until about a year or two ago, like, it's really close. What am I gonna do when it's here? So I was like, let's do this. And I came up with that. My parents, they're not super strict, but they're there for me whenever I need a hand or anything. They're always there to help me, and I'm so glad I have parents like them.
There are many kids that don't know, they're very confused what they want to do. What is your advice on how they can find what they want to do and their passion?
I would just say, if there's something you love and you're passionate about it, go for it. If you want to be a doctor, sure, it might look like it's hard. It's going to take a lot of work, yeah. But if it's something you want to do, why hold back? Go and do it. But there are people today who are like, it would be nice to be a doctor. I'm using that example a lot.
Right.
It would be nice to be a doctor, but you know what? Let's take it easy and be a nurse or something. Not saying nurses aren't easy to become. I mean, you're gonna regret it. You're gonna get to that point in life where you're like, wow, I could have been this, but I settled for this. My advice for you, never settle. If you're determined and you stick to it, you can make any dream that you want come true. And I never thought I'd be making a computer or paying my college tuition this way. I never thought it would happen, but look, it happened. So you never know what happens. But just keep working and you'll get what you want in the long run.
Do you think lowering the bar for ourselves sometimes it has to do with peer pressure and who we hang out with? Because we're the average of the 5 people we hang out with.
Yeah.
So do you think that has something to do with it?
I would say not really, because when the decisions you make are on you, you're not going to, I mean, people will try to convince you, but because you change your mind, that's on you. What you should do, if you want to do it, do it. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Don't let one naysayer be the end of your dream. If you're gonna go for it, go for it. And if they don't want to support you, they don't have to support you. Some other people will support you, and that's all right.
Where do you see yourself at 26?
In 10 years, if I'm not done with college, I'll be in college. But the field I would like to go into is either paleontology or marine biology. Not necessarily technology-specific fields, but technology is a very essential part of them. Like for paleontology, you're excavating and you're trying to figure out the best way to identify and locate fossils. And with technology, that makes that much easier. And with marine biology, we haven't even seen the bottom of the ocean yet. So maybe one day I can make something that will allow us to see the bottom sea floor, or we'll get to see some new species of marine life or something.
Many times we think, okay, if I'm doing this thing right now, like you do video games, right? That has to be all my life.
Yeah.
And what I'm hearing you're saying is it's okay to do one thing as a stepping stone.
Absolutely. If you want to, you always have to start somewhere. You're not going to wake up one morning and be like, I'm a surgeon now. It's not how it works. You have to slowly build up. A small seed eventually becomes a huge tree. It takes some time for things to happen. You're not going to start right away at where you want to be. You have to work your way up. So if you can find something that pushes you forward towards your goal, take it with you. Don't leave it behind. It's there for you. That's why it works with you, it resonates with you.